Alrighty. Hello everybody. Welcome to our Wednesday Live at 5 here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California. I'm Stacy. In case you are lucky enough to be here on the coast, you can come and visit us. Here is our address and our current hours. So Monday 3 to 7 p.m., Tuesday 10 to 5, and Saturdays 10 to 4. If you are not around town, you can also visit our website 24/7 and you can shop there. You can also send us an email or give us a phone call. Alrighty, so that's the info on that. So this week, if you love sewing with batiks, then this is your night because we have nothing but batiks. Whoever does the ordering went a little crazy with the batiks. And so this week we have quite a few batiks. So if you like batiks, then again, you're going to love this. So next week, hopefully we will not have any more batiks. We will be back to our regularly scheduled cottons. I know they're still cottons, but you know, they're batiks, they're special, they're fun. So we actually do like batiks. You know, you just get some really cool colorings and textures with batiks, so they're fun to work with. And yes, they're a little bit tight a weave, so people who do hand stuff, they have a little bit more of a problem with it because it is tight. But I like the tight weave. I like they stick together and they're just fun to work with. So all right, so let's show you all the fun batiks that we got, and so you can be inspired to do a project, maybe a bag or some shoes in batiks. Alrighty. So the first one that we have is from Banyan Batiks, and it's called Boardwalk Dreams. So these are all beachy things. So turtles are ever popular. We always sell sea turtles. Everybody loves sea turtles, even though we don't have them here. They're just a fun, thing to remind you of the ocean. So these are on kind of a mottled light and dark blue with the white turtles, and then of course, dots, but they're bubbles in the water with the turtles. And then we also have the hibiscus flowers. So they're on a mottled gray, so kind of light and dark colored gray on there. And then kind of the creamy, almost yellowy looking flowers. And then we have kind of ocean, it's called Movement. So it kind of looks like the waves of the ocean or the tides, the currents kind of moving around, and maybe, illusion of waves in there, bubbles, all kinds of things in there. And that's kind of what it looks like on camera, pretty close to the color. It's like a tealy aqua kind of a color with, darker blues in there as well. So these are all really fun. Yes, we're coming down to the end of summer, and so beach season is, well, still going for us, but for a lot of people, beach season is ending. But it's never too early to be thinking about next summer and what fun projects you're going to do. And like I said, turtles are always super popular. So if you want this one, I would jump on it fast because turtles generally don't last very long here in the shop, especially not the batiks. So anyways, that is Boardwalk Dreams from Banyan Batiks. Okay, we also have dots. So this is dotted from Robert Kaufman. We can't go a single week without an actual dot fabric. So this one is kind of like rainbow sherbet with rainbow dots on it. So you've got like the orange and the pink in the background, and then all the different colored dots, teal and purple and turquoise and green and all those fun things. So really nice colors there. And then we have the darker ones. So this is on a really dark indigo blue, and these are kind of like medallions, and they're all in the assortment of rainbow colors. So really fun print. You could use this as a main for sure, and then use the more orangey one as a coordinating, and throw some other colors in there. This would be a lot of fun. If you also would like, you could use, we got 10-inch squares of this same collection. So of course this has all the different colors in the collection, so it's a full rainbow. There's different designs in there, all the way from kind of that darker red to the really deep purples and indigos. So these are 10-inch squares. There's 42 squares in the package. So those would go really great if you wanted to make a quilt with the 10-inch squares and then use the darker you know, darker blue as a border, maybe this lighter one as some sashing or as a binding. That'd be a lot of fun. So those two, you know, coordinate well together. So this is Dotted from Robert Kaufman. Okay, you may remember last month we got 20 batiks in a collection called Splendor, and this is our second installment of it, and these are from Anthology Fabrics. So these are all called Splendor, and then there's different designs within each one. So eventually we will have all of the colorways in all of the different designs, but we get a mixture every month. So this is the second installment of that. So first we have this blue one with kind of like leaves all throughout, and it's a couple of different, you know, it's tone-on-tone blues. And then we have this lighter one, kind of more like a cornflower blue with I don't know, they look like caterpillars to me. I'm not really sure what they are, feathers, I don't know. But again, it's tone on tone, so it's that kind of cornflower blue in the background and then a lighter blue on the top. I'm not sure what this is called, maybe haystacks, I don't really remember, but it's kind of like hashtags going both ways. So we have this in a beigey kind of tone on tone, and then we have the pastel rainbow, so all the different colors in there. And then we have the like fuchsia color, and that's a tone on tone as well. So these are a lot of fun. I'm sure we already have colors of this, you know, already. These are just, you know, more of the same. So we have all of those, and again, these are Splendor, so we still have more. So we got 20 total, so that was part of them. The rest of this one is all seeds. So this is kind of a peachy, apricot-y orange with different color seeds all throughout. It goes from like a kind of a limey green to a teal to a turquoise, a darker blue, kind of a purpley color. And then we have very bright lemon yellow, tone on tone, and it's pretty bright. And then we have purple, so it's kind of a light purple with different colored blue seeds on it. And then we have a deeper purple, more of a grape purple with a lighter purple on top of it. And then we have a darker, kind of a brown with darker brown seeds on top of that. It's more yellow brown than it's looking on camera. It will look better on the website probably. No, sometimes backing up. Oh, back up more. There we go. That's a little bit truer color than what it is close up. So again, if you come and see them in person, you'll have to hunt them down, but we can show them to you. Okay, so even more Splendor. Remember, this is all Splendor. We got 20 bolts. So these are kind of fireworks looking. I'm sure they're called something else, but that's what they remind me of, is fireworks. So this is a tone-on-tone orange. You have a tone-on-tone kind of bright blue. And then a charcoal. So the charcoal really is mostly dark gray, and then there's little splotches of the fireworks, the circles, in a kind of a lighter gray. You can actually see the design better on camera than you can in person. It's a little bit clearer. Okay, and then we have the leaves. So these almost look like they're kind of stamped on a background. So this is kind of a blue, aqua blue background with then the kind of a medium blue leaves, and we have lime green with a darker green leaf, and then we have a dark brown, kind of a coffee brown with a lighter brown leaves stamped on top of those. So that's all of those. So leaves and what I call fireworks, that are something else I'm sure. Okay, a few more. So then we have different kind of leaves and flowers on here, and this is a tone-on-tone green, so it's kind of a lime green with some darker greens on there, and then a lighter, almost yellow for the design. And then we have a light blue with a little bit darker blue for the design. And then we have roses. So this one is kind of light blue and green rose background with then the darker blue roses on top of that. And then we have tone-on-tone red. So this is pretty true red within the darker red for the roses. So those are very, very fun. So, you know, this is all from one collection. So of course they're all going to coordinate together, but you can definitely use them all on their own. If you wanted to get a little bit of every single one, we wouldn't, you know, we'd be amenable to that. We'd have to hunt them down, but yes, we could do that. So all of that was from Splendor, the Splendor collection from Anthology, and we still have 20 more bolts coming next month, and that will complete the 60 pieces in the collection. So the next 20 projects that you do need to be in batiks. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about Project Jelly Roll and Jelly Roll Sew Day. So Jelly Roll Sew Day is on Saturday, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We do have signups available. There is still room in there, so you can sign up online, you can come in and sign up, you can call and sign up. You can just come in and sew on that day, but of course we are limited to how many people we can fit into the classroom, which is 20. So you're kind of taking your chances on that. So I do recommend that you sign up ahead of time. And it is Jelly Roll Sew Day. What is it? Oh, September 21st, Saturday, September 21st, 10 to 4 here at the shop. So Project Jelly Roll is something that is the concept of Moda fabric. So Moda is the one who actually came up with and coined the term jelly roll. I think they've trademarked it, so nobody else can use jelly roll. Jelly rolls are 2.5-inch strips. They come in a big old roll. There's usually about 40 strips in a roll. So it's their kind of celebration of the jelly roll and all the fun things that you can do with it. And so every year they also offer free patterns to go with their jelly rolls for Jelly Roll Sew Day. So we have the patterns here, so I kind of wanted to show you what the patterns were. A couple of them they've come out with a Jelly Roll half hexagon template, and I'll show you a quilt that I made with that template. It's one of their free patterns, so if you're interested in that, we can provide it. But all of these patterns are free, so you can do a couple of different things. You can give us a call or an email, and I can email the PDF to you, or you can come in and let us know that you'd like one, and we'll just charge you the printing cost. So we're just going to charge you $3, so we can go ahead and print that for you if you don't have a printer at home or whatever. So all of these are available, like I said, for free from Moda, but you have to contact us for them. Okay, so the first one, and all of these use jelly rolls, so 2.5-inch strips. So you can use your own jelly roll, you can use scraps, cut 2.5-inch strips from your scraps, whatever you like to do. So the first one is Windsor Tote. So it is completely scrappy using, all of those fun strips. And so you make the tote, so there's instructions in there, and almost all of the patterns have a coloring page. So you can kind of figure out, maybe you are using a scrappy and you want to kind of figure out the color combinations that you like. And they do show some colorways that they've chosen using specific jelly rolls of theirs. So again, that's the Windsor Tote, and again, this is completely free pattern. We can email it to you, or you can come in and we can print one up for you for $3. There's also Contessa. So this is a fun, easy one. So if you're just looking for something pretty simple, it just takes a jelly roll and then 2 yards of a background. So they also show you some colorways that they've done with their own, of course, with Moda's jelly rolls. So that one's fun, easy if you're just looking for something, pretty simple. And then we have Starflower. This one takes a whole jelly roll. They used a jelly roll for background, but you can just use regular background. I believe it takes 3 1/3 yards of background fabric if you're not going to use a jelly roll of whites or whatever background. So that's Starflower, and here's their color combos that they used in their different jelly rolls. So those ones don't take anything special. Now the next two I'm going to show you do take this, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it, this half hexagon tool. So it says Project Jelly Roll on there, half hexagon template. And so that can be used on this one. It's called Taffy. So that one uses all the little hexagons. This is kind of how it goes together in case you're curious. So there's no Y seams, it all just goes together in strips. So it takes a jelly roll plus 2 fat quarters and another yard of fabric. Okay, and then what I'm going to show you, so I'm going to show you the pattern, but then I'm going to show you the quilt, is Tiddlywinks. So this was a fun one to put together. So it takes a jelly roll plus, fabric for the background. It doesn't show it on the back. They show something different on the back. 2.5 yards. So I can show you what their colorways were in their jelly rolls. And now I'm going to show you the quilt. And do I remember what I made it out of? I do not. But it is one of Moda's jelly rolls. So it is this. So it's all half hexagons sewn together in rows, and then you add the background to it. So it's a nice, yes, it is a big quilt. However, you could make it smaller. You could shorten it. You could do just 2 rows. You could even make a runner, just do 1 row of the half hexagons. So, you know, it doesn't have to be huge. You don't have a whole lot of time in the jelly roll day. If you don't want to have a UFO, then you could just do, you know, part of one, and it wouldn't take you too long to do that. So this one is hanging up in the shop. And again, all of the patterns that I showed you are free from Moda. So if you just send us an email, give us a call, we're more than happy to send you the pattern. You can print it out yourself, or we do have, you know, we can print it here for you, and we'll just charge you the $3 for the printing cost, and that's it. So if you want those patterns ahead of time for Jelly Roll Day, just let us know, and we're more than happy to provide them for you. Okay, and again, Project Jelly Roll or Jelly Roll Sew Day, that's really hard to say, by the way. Jelly Roll Sew Day is Saturday, September 21st from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. here at the shop in our classroom. Alrighty, so I think that is all. We are pretty hot in here, so we're gonna let you guys go, but have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye.